Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome back to Witnesses to Happiness. Go ahead and take a deep, slow breath with me, and just settle right into this space. Today, we're diving into a very special explainer, where we'll be looking deeply at the profound energies of week 34 in the year 2026. Think of this as your own sacred space. It's a little moment carved out of time just for you, designed to help us explore the massive shifts happening both out there in the cosmos and right here within your own heart. We're going to be using the wisdom of tarot today, but not as some simple fortune-telling trick. We use it as a mirror. It's this incredibly profound tool for self-discovery and tuning into your own intuition.
We are in the exact center of a massive cosmic needle's eye. Now, if you've been feeling this kind of unexplainable pull lately, or just a really steady inner restlessness, or hey, maybe the air around you literally feels electric right now, please know you are absolutely not imagining things. Time might even feel like it's completely standing still. And that's because we're caught exactly halfway between two huge, fateful celestial events. But listen to me, this tension you're feeling, it's not a reason for fear. Not at all. It's actually a magical invitation from the universe. Every single shadow that's revealing itself to you right now is literally just a guidepost from your soul.
So to really understand why everything feels so incredibly heightened right now, we just have to look at where we are. We've officially entered an eclipse portal. Think of this energy like a giant magnifying glass. It's pointing directly at those life themes you might have gently ignored or maybe just pushed off into the future. And to add to that, Mars is currently forming this really tense square with Neptune. Honestly, that's exactly what's causing that temporary mental fog you might be dealing with, that frustrating feeling of just treading water. But please don't let it deceive you. I really want to empower you to reframe this tension. The immense pressure that's building up, it's just a sign that something absolutely magnificent is maturing within you. The old stuff hasn't fully passed yet, and the new hasn't fully formed. You're standing right on the threshold.
As you navigate this threshold, I want you to remember that the invisible threads of your destiny are weaving an entirely new pattern. To help guide us through this, we're going to turn inward. We're stepping away from the hectic noise of the outside world and stepping right into absolute stillness. We've drawn a beautifully connected 7-card tarot spread today to serve as your spiritual compass. The cards speak. Are you listening?
All right, before we uncover the cards themselves, let's ground ourselves in our cosmic timeline, just so you know exactly where you stand in all this cosmic weather. So we're still feeling the pretty powerful echo of that intense solar eclipse from back on August 12th. Right now, on August 22nd, the sun is entering Virgo, and that brings us the really quiet, introspective energy of the Hermit. Then we navigate that Mars-Neptune square right at the midpoint of the week. And finally, we're steadily moving toward the very mystical lunar eclipse that's forming on the horizon for August 28th. This timeline right here, this is the vessel that's holding your transformation.
And here it is, our spiritual map for the week. I invite you to just take another deep breath and really absorb this spread as one continuous, beautiful journey. From the Hermit all the way down to the Ace of Pentacles, these 7 cards are woven together by those invisible threads of your destiny we talked about. They're showing us a crystal clear path from withdrawal and release all the way to this incredibly grounded rebirth. So let's step into this journey together and see exactly what the universe is asking of you right now.
We'll start with phase 1 of our journey, the withdrawal, lighting the inner lantern.
The journey opens up with the Hermit. This card perfectly reflects the sun's transition into Virgo, calling you directly into the silence. In a world that is constantly demanding answers from you, your true power right now actually lies in retreat. The Hermit is asking you to block out that artificial light of the everyday world, and instead light your own inner lantern. That's how you find your own unclouded truth, totally free from everyone else's expectations. And what's so beautiful is that this inner light leads you directly to the 8 of Cups. You might start to realize, and yet might come with a bittersweet feeling in your heart, that a certain situation, maybe a connection, a project, or even a place, it just no longer emotionally nourishes you. And that's despite how much love you've poured into it. You're being asked to find the infinite courage to turn away from those seemingly full cups and just bravely walk out into the unknown. Deep down, your soul knows this is necessary.
Which brings us to phase 2, the release, ending the mental battle.
Now, we have the 10 of Swords. This is a card that is so often feared, but I really want you to see it today as a true blessing. Seriously, it marks the definitive end of a grueling mental battle. Those old stories you've been telling yourself about your own limitations, they are completely collapsing. You've reached the point where the darkness is at its absolute thickest, which simply means the golden light of a new morning is already starting to dawn. It's a completely liberating finish. And once you finally let go, your eyes are going to open to the absolute wonders of the universe. The star steps in to promise you that you're protected, breathing this beautiful cosmic hope right into your spirit. And with that deep inspiration, the Chariot awakens. You get to take the reins of your life back. You aren't just drifting anymore. You're consciously, deliberately directing your energy toward what truly aligns with your soul.
And bridging that big release with your renewed hope is the Six of Swords. I really want to reassure you here. The healing process has actually already quietly begun. This card is showing us a very gentle, guided transition. You are finally leaving those emotional and mental storms behind, and you're gliding right into calmer, safer waters. And just notice the beauty in this. You get to take all your experiences with you as this incredibly valuable wisdom, but you get to leave the pain behind. You just do not have to be hurt by the past anymore.
Moving into Phase 3, the rebirth and grounding, wisdom for daily life.
So how do all these high-level energies actually manifest for you in your day-to-day life this week? Well, in love, Venus in Libra is calling for gentle but absolute honesty. If you're partnered up, lovingly communicate those unspoken feelings, because silence is only going to block the flow of love. For my single friends, it's time to release the shadows of the past. Showing up in your absolute purest, most vulnerable authenticity is exactly what's going to attract a soul that resonates with your truth. In your career, keep that Mars-Neptune fog in mind. Allow the temporary uncertainty to just exist without panicking over it. It's really just showing you if your current path still fits. Once that fog clears, the Chariot is going to help you make those really decisive choices. For your finances, we want to practice mindful appreciation. Your outer wealth is incredibly sensitive to your inner self-worth this week. It's time to plant real seeds for long-term security. And finally, in personal growth, guys, this is a quantum leap. Just let go of control. You do not have to believe every single thought that scares you. Meet yourself with deep compassion, forgive yourself, and just drop those heavy backpacks from the past.
And right here is the beautiful reward for all that deep internal work you're doing, the Ace of Pentacles. Out of this intense transformation grows a very real, tangible, and totally earthbound chance in your life. The universe is literally handing you a gift for a stable new beginning, and it's simply because you had the bravery to create the space for it. All those heavy, dense energies are finally giving way to a future that is just filled with radiant light, a sense of lightness, and deep trust.
That brings us to Phase 4, the anchor, the invisible connection.
Look, we all know those days when everyday life suddenly feels like this totally insurmountable mountain, right? Days when the tears just want to flow for absolutely no reason. If you're feeling that heavy chest or that restless confusion right now, please hear me. You are not alone. Thousands of people are navigating this exact same dense fog. This emotional overwhelm is not a weakness. It is actually the clearest sign that your ego's outdated layers are finally shedding, and they're revealing your indestructible core. Your feelings are extremely valid this week. Feel them deeply, but try not to identify with them entirely. Like the quote says, feelings are like waves washing onto the shore of your consciousness. You are the wide, unbreakable ocean underneath. And finally, Phase 5, your weekly spiritual impulse, stepping forward. When you look back at the end of this week and you traced your steps from that quiet retreat of the Hermit all the way to the abundant gift of the Ace of Pentacles, I promise a deep peace is going to spread within you. You'll see that the universe never took anything away without making room for something far, far greater. So to anchor this beautiful energy into positive movement, I want to leave you with a final meditative prompt for your journal. What holds you back from your next step? I want you to explore this with absolute gentleness, because often these aren't real, outer obstacles. They're just the familiar illusions of the Ten of Swords trying to make you hesitate. So acknowledge those mental blockages, lovingly thank them for trying to protect you in the past, and then just dismiss them. Your next step is entirely safe. The universe is carrying your every move. Go in peace, full of hope, and trust in your magnificent journey. Until next time,